Hey everybody,
Yeah.
welcome back to some more Mountain Blade Warband with your host, Mah-Dry-Bread, and special guest returning co-host, Super Effector.
Hi, I'm horrible.
You are, like the chat says constantly. So today we're getting right back into our Iron Man playthrough. We're Man Bar 14 days in. And again, there's no save scumming.
That's the name of the sequel movie, Man Bar, 14 Days In.
God. It's like 7 days later or 30 days later, whatever the fuck that movie was called. Oh yeah, and remember TAD. Yes.
Yes.
If you want to support me for free, use TAD on your phones. If you want to know what it is, check the description of whatever you're watching this on, because everything I have has TAD on it. And before we continue with this game, I'm just gonna have a refreshing drink of Corona. Sponsored by Corona. Only worth drinking if you have half a line to shove in it. I'm not sponsored by Corona, but I wish I was. Not because I like Corona. Corona's just okay. Just because I want a sponsorship at this point, because I can really use some money.
So, Nitron asks right off the bat, will you be playing Overwatch at some point?
Oh god. We were asked that like 700 times in the last stream, weren't we? Probably not, no. Because it was either the last stream or it was the last time I streamed like just a vlog stream. I was asked about Overwatch constantly as people came in. It just doesn't look like something I'd be that into, sorry.
Apparently, wait, why is there someone why is Pass the Controller Please in the chat?
I can only guess is what a geek?
It just, Pass the Controller Please, explodes.
I have no idea.
Oh, what a geek.
I'm gonna go back to the video game. Alright, so we don't have any quests right now except for the bugged out tutorial quest, which glitched and is now uncompletable. We have a crew of 7 people, 2 of them are heroes, and then we have a few, actually we need to hire some more peasants to train up. Let's go hit up a town. And we just joined the army. And we're getting our mercenary payment, which basically covered our costs, not that we have many costs. 8 recruits, not bad. So we want to go around and get some more recruits on our team, because we just joined the military. We've joined Suida's mercenary corps. So we're not fully, like, in it, we're not a knight or anything, but we're part of them. So we can go around and join them on military campaigns now. So I'm just trying to build up a decent little force. Nope, they killed those. Trying to build up a decent little force for whenever they call upon me. I don't want to build up too many just because I don't want the looters to all run away from me. Because I like killing looters because it's easy experience and money.
So, right off the bat, Dragon Mail was like, is Super Effector worse than Ash? Not realizing we're the same person. And then chat's like, that is Ash. It's like, what?
I don't know how you couldn't tell it's the same human being's voice. Alright. Maybe, who is it who said that? Dragonmare? Maybe Dragonmare is, like, super racist.
Hernandez wants a stream summary for the last stream. Well...
we killed a lot of bandits. We joined Suida's mercenary corps. Not really a ton happened. There's a lot of killing bandits.
Yeah. Killing bandits, killing people. You won a tournament by complete accident.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just remembered, I actually entered a tournament because I had to deliver a letter to a guy, but a feast was going on, so I wasn't allowed in. So I was like, well, the winner of the tournament gets to go to the feast. I'll try the tournament. Whatever, I'll probably lose, but I'll try it. So I went into the tournament, like, with half health and won the entire tournament just to go to the feast to hand a guy a letter and walk out. So, that was weird. I got some renown for that. I actually got a real good chunk of renown for that. I've got 42 renown, which is pretty good for this early on. I've got 4 honor, because I forgot, this menu here spells honor incorrectly. It has no U in that, but it spells it correctly in the little message that pops up when you gain honor. Weird.
Yeah. Also, chat asks if you're interested in the new Doom game.
Not particularly. I saw some stuff on it, just doesn't look that interesting to me. So right now I'm just kind of surfing around looking for looters and bandits to kill. Oh, I'll fight the forest bandits. They're a bit tougher, but I get more experience and money out of them. Luck has run out. Prepare to die. We have a lot more troops than they do. So we've already got our lance. It's a bent light lance. It's not the best in the world, but hey, I'm hitting like 300s in damage on this thing, so I'm not complaining. Where are they? They are that away. I'm fine with my troops holding position here then. Now they should mostly be using bows, and we have very little for ranged weaponry. So I think I want to go charge now and draw aggro.
No, Dylan wants a hug.
It's not gonna happen, I'm too far away.
Oh, well, there you go, Dylan.
Did somehow the auto crouch turn off? Because normally when you start charging, oh no, I just remembered. No, I can't go fast enough to charge with my spear because I forgot my horse is crippled now and can't go fast enough. Okay, fighting with a sword it is.
You know, Neutro, I don't think you can interest anyone in paying you lots of money for no reason.
Well, if you go to my TAD, you can get me a lot of money for no reason. I mean, rent's fucking expensive and I could use the money, but it doesn't help you at all. Well, I guess in a way, if you get entertainment out of the show does get better quality as I make more money. I mean, I'd love to get a new processor, but that'd require a whole new motherboard at this point, which would also require new RAM, because if I'm gonna be upgrading my processor, might as well do a big upgrade. Now, oh god, I was literally in the sentence of saying I am wrecking these guys, and then I got an arrow to the throat. I'm okay, I've got my guys to back me up. Party gains 1 morale.
I don't know if you've heard about this cool new game, Mountain Blade Warband.
I have never heard of that game. What is that game?
I don't know, but chat's telling me it's a cool game.
So, I just want to point out that I must be horrible at managing my army, because they gained morale by me getting shot in the face by an arrow.
Well, it's much like how the chat, shouting at me, it just gains morale, you know?
Yeah. It's really just to appease them.
Yes.
Alright, well, apparently I'm healthy enough to get right back in the fight by some sheer luck.
Well, apparently, Dylan said... Well, Dylan wants to know if he gives you £50 on Patreon, can he have a hig? And he means hug, because he accidentally said hig.
No, because I have no way of transporting that hug to you. I mean, on Patreon you can send me your mailing address, but I can't really mail you a hug.
You put the hug in the box.
Like a hug box.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying it's impossible. All I'm saying is I don't know how. I don't know how to hug you from another country away.
Mamba didn't lose, he just strategically stopped fighting.
He's just playing dead. That's what he was doing. Alright, I'm actually gonna tell my guys to charge because my health is so low that like one stray arrow and I'm down.
Well, I know, Kaipon, it's you, but it sounds better if I just say chat. It's more mysterious.
Oh, no, I went down again. I should have just kept hiding behind a tree and let my guys take care of it. Lose 1 morale! We just lost the morale that I gained. I'll just tell them to charge without me. 1 killed, 1 wounded of our recruits, but we killed all of them. So we're good. And we got a much better helmet. And it is much more dumb looking, so I'm happy. Alright, we can upgrade some troops. We can upgrade to a bunch of militia, which is better because at least they have a shield. And yeah, let's go pawn all this shit off. I'm kind of just waiting for me to get called up to go fight Italy. Because we're in a war with Italy right now, and I'm surprised they're not calling me up with the rest of the mercenaries to help out. Also, we kind of need money to get a new horse, because our horse sucks. We also need more riding skill. If we can get to riding 4, that'll let us get on any horse. Now, the strongest horses in the game is probably the one I want is like a charger. However, the fastest horse we can get from the Khanite, I think I want to charge her though because I'm using a lance, and I kind of need to be able to just mow through people.
Apparently, Ulti wants to know if you've heard of the game Rust.
I have, but I've hardly played it.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't really looked at it.
And that was a good call in the chat there to go rest up. I actually forgot that I'm clearly very hurt, so I'm actually going to spend a whole day in town here. Accommodations are dirt cheap, and I'm not particularly worried about food or anything, so I'll spend the night here, get a lot of healing done. It sucks that we don't have a proper medic on our team yet, but that was not good healing, but it's enough that I can get back in the battlefield.
You know, I'm expecting you to get a real phone call from Italy.
I find that unlikely.
It's like, why? Why do you keep talking about us? We're not in this game.
Well, not technically. They're not called Italy, but they're clearly based off Italy.
You can't prove that. There's no proof.
Years.
So, are you going to side with a certain nation, or are you going to create your own one?
Early on, I'm going to work with Sweden quite a bit, until I have my own banner, because I didn't start as a noble. Once I have my own banner and I have some clout in the world, I'm going to break away from them and end up making my own kingdom. My goal is to make my own kingdom and make it successful and shit. Not successful and shit. Like, successful. Ignore the whole shit part, really.
I forget, who has the best archers?
The best, like, just straight up foot archers?
Yeah.
Vagers.
Okay.
They have, like, these giant fuck-off longbows, and they're really accurate. It's debatable how useful they are, though, because Italy has the best crossbowmen, and those are also really good because they have siege crossbows. So it's debatable whether you'd prefer the crossbows or the archers. They're both pretty useful, but I would say the archers are probably a bit better entirely because if they get in a melee fight, they're pretty good. Because all what are they called? Rodokes. No, not Rodokes. That's Italy. All Vagers have a giant two-handed axe. Now, the unfortunate thing of that is that that means that Russians do not have shields, which is really bad when you're fighting most other teams in the game.
Okay, yeah, Dylan wants to know if there's two-handed weapons. Well, no, not two-handed weapons, dual-wielding.
Not really, no. Oh,
No,
Count Grainwad. Why is it always Grainwad who wants to talk to me? Sends word that he wishes for you to bring, to join his new military campaign. You need to bring at least 8 troops to the army. That is, wow, he does not have high expectations for me. Raise more men with all due haste if you do not have enough. Well, I already have enough, so hey, if you only want 8, I've got 22. And I should probably buy some more provisions while I'm in town. Let's get some smoked fish, that'll make the people happy, and some dried meat. Something good for morale. God knows we need it. Alright, we gotta figure out where Grainwad is. So who's in the castle today? Someone, tell me where Grainwad is.
I forgot his name was Grainwad.
Yep. We have no dignified names in our faction. It's amazing.
Grainwad.
Yeah, he's our marshal, is Count Grainwad. All right, let's go find our marshal. He's the one who likes us the most in the entire team, too, because we delivered some mail for him. Lord of that. Wow, he owns a lot of land. Apparently Grainwad's got some clout.
What is my favorite hashtag? I don't know what my favorite hashtag is. I don't really pay attention to hashtags.
I think you'll find your favorite hashtag is hashtag move that dick. It's the chat's
Obviously.
favorite.
Well, it's got to be my favorite too, then.
Siege crossbow's a really badass weapon. It's probably the strongest per shot damage long-range weapon in the game. Oh, that's not Grainwad, but he can probably tell me where Grainwad is.
Doug says to rename Grainwad to Jerkwad.
It's tempting, however I can't. He's close to Ergelin Castle.
I love that you can rename units, but it doesn't actually save it. It's just like, oh yeah, you can totally rename this guy, but you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically the perfect video game. Alright, I don't see where the castle is. I'm just gonna check with the thingy thing.
Yeah. Neutro's just talking about siege tips to the chat. Like, Nords, apparently the Nord Axe guys are really good against castles. They're really
the
good at
Nords and
breaking
Best are the best at sieging because they have giant fuck-off shields so they can climb easily without getting killed by arrows. And they're really good in super short range because of their axes. In general, the Nords are one of the better teams. Their only weakness is they have no cavalry, but they've got the best shields in the game for coverage. They have the best straight melee fighters in the game. And whenever they close the distance with their enemies, they throw spears and axes on their way in to break shields at the last moment. They're really good. All right, where's fucking Grainwad in this lump of people? There he is. I have a good company of hardened soldiers with me, which is a lie, of course, because the majority of people with me right now are peasants that I just hired. But hey, welcome to medieval warfare.
So the Mamelukes are apparently like just all good, all around good.
They're incredible. Their only weakness over the only disadvantage of taking them over the Swede Charger guys is that the Mamelukes don't have lances. However, they do have maces, so they score knockouts, which means you can sell a lot of slaves.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've reported in, so now I just need to follow the army until further notice, so let's wait here in our camp. Kingdom of Nords and Vegars have made peace. Okay, good, because the Vegars always lose that war. Because it's best archers versus best shields. Guess who wins? Grainwad sent worthy witches to speak with you. Okay.
Primary wants to know who the weakest are in general.
The weakest in general team? Vegars, Russia. They tend to overall lose the most land, lose the most wars. They have the weakest advantages because their disadvantage is no one has a shield, which is a big disadvantage. And their advantages are that everyone carries a two-handed axe, so even archers getting stuck in melee are all right in melee. And they have the best foot archers in the game. If you just hire a bunch of them specifically to put behind your row of shields and use as archers, they're fantastic. But the actual Vegar armies themselves are not very scary. As long as you've got good shields, you're fine.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, it seems like that tends to happen a lot. Yeah.
All right, Grainwad wants me to go do some scouting. I'm scouting some nearby cities. I just need to go near them. So I just need to keep an eye out, make sure that an enemy lord doesn't catch me. I'm a small crew of only 22 people, though, so I can move decently fast and keep away from them. I can see a few of them over there. I've been spotted. Yep, he's trying to follow me. I'm going faster than he is, though, so I'm not concerned.
Shadow wants to know if it's possible to use shield walls in the game.
Yes, that's a big tactic in the game, actually.
Yes.
Okay, that's one scouted.
But you need a lot of troops to do it because formation doesn't actually happen until you have a lot of units.
Yep. Actually, and that's another cool thing about the Viking mod thing, the Viking expansion, because it was done by the really awesome modders. Oh god. Don't get sandwiched in, don't get sandwiched in. Because it was done by those really awesome modders who put a shield wall as a formation you can pick in their game. That means it's also in the Viking one. So you can just command people specifically to do a shield wall, and it will tell you if you're able to do one or not based on how many people you have. So, it's really cool. It's got, like, advanced positions and stuff.
Yeah, Sophia, there are some pretty decent mods for Mount & Blade. Right now, I'm playing, I said last stream, I'm playing Prophecy of Pendor. It's a good one, it's on the Nexus. It's actually really fun, because it's designed to be a lot harder than regular Mount & Blade Warband. There's also that really, really good one the developers got the team from. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I don't ever remember the name of it, unfortunately, and it's a shame I don't because it's very good. Alright, we're fighting some mountain bandits, and we're actually not in the worst terrain in the world.
I'm gonna go look up the name of that mod.
Alright, let's move my people over here. I want to attack from on top of the hill.
Because I know where it is on that list. Because it begins with B, like you said, and I can just copy-paste the name. Here we are. If I just copy-paste that to the chat, that's also a mod. That's the name of that mod, I believe.
Ooh, I didn't know that Sweden or Swadian militia sometimes spawn with crossbows. That's very useful. They're not very accurate, but hey, ranged attack's important. Whittle on the enemy before I reach them.
It's telling me to read the dicks, because everyone just keeps talking about dicks.
Are they all just hashtagging move that dick?
Some of them. You know, it's always satisfying when a nation wipes out another one without any interference.
I've had that happen once in Warband where Sweden was just taking over, but in Fire and Sword. But to be fair, in general in Fire and Sword, Sweden tends to completely wreck house. They're really good in that game.
No. Well, no, there we go.
Oh god, I really need a new horse. This horse is garbage. It wasn't good in the first place, and now it's crippled.
Oh, will you ever do Limbo?
No, I'm not interested in that game.
Yeah, it's kind of just sort of a one-play thing, and it's not that long. And
yeah, it's not my kind of game. It's just one of those artsy things. It's not that It's not that I'm not into artsy games at all. It's that is not the kind of artsy game I'm at all into.
See, apparently Dragonmare has insanely high standards for chat liaison. I mean, I can't just answer questions and be funny.
And you need to be able to give me the list of people that I need to hire. And you need to be able to read every single thing they say. And you need to be able to put each one in a unique, silly accent to make it more entertaining.
Right.
There's an arrow just sticking out of my horse's eye.
Well, you know what I could do? I could make my job a lot easier and just ban everyone. Then there's no chat to read.
I just realized there's a javelin sticking out of my chest. Might want to get that looked at.
That's like that in real life.
Yeah.
Where is that list of heroes? I'll bring that up just so you have that for reference.
Alright, my troops are almost here. Good. Because I could use the backup. My horse is so goddamn slow that I'm paranoid about just fighting these guys normally.
Hernandez... What? Hernandez asked Ash. Fuck, marry, kill. MDB, Brandon, Mandy. What?
Oh,
I know what that question is asking.
Oh, okay.
How can I choose?
My horse got double crippled. Well, that time it didn't say it was crippled, but we can assume.
Can I not do all three to all three of them?
I mean, you could.
Hernandez. Why would you do this to me?
Well, the determining factor on whether or not that makes you a sick fuck is entirely based on the order in which you do these things.
Well, obviously reverse. Kill, marry, then fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way.
It's the only reasonable way. I mean, who would do it any other way? You'd have to be pretty fucked up to fuck someone before you kill them.
Well, yeah. Society's all wrong.
Yeah. I got my writing skill up, which I desperately needed.
Mountain terrain is really brutal if you only have cavalry.
Oh god, yes. I hate mountain terrain usually, but that mountain wasn't at all steep, so... We also hired a manhunter, which is nice because they become a slave driver, and those are really good at taking slaves! Okay, Man-at-Arms is cavalry, isn't it? It is! Yes, we have our first Swadian cavalry, the Men-at-Arms. Sweet. We needed some of them.
Well, Dragonmare did say that you played artsy games where Green Pizza made comments.
Flash Fresh doesn't count.
Yeah. Brandon doesn't count.
Fuck Brandon. Marry Brandon. Kill Brandon. Alright, dude, you're being my medic just because you're really low level, so you're gonna level up a lot. The most important thing is surgery right off the bat. Yeah, each point of this skill gives a 4% chance that a mortally struck party member will be wounded rather than killed. Anything to make it so I don't need to train up new guys constantly. Party isn't spotted, yeah, that's fine. Have I scouted it yet, though? Apparently counts as scouted. Oh no, my quest evaporated. Okay, I guess they abandoned the siege. Shit, I need to get out of here.
I hate when quests evaporate.
Me too. Okay, oh no, they've broken in. They don't need me to do that anymore. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a meeting with the commander here.
Also, remember, support Mah-Dry-Bread on TAD.
Check out my TAD. Link at the top of the chat and in the description. It's free to use, and it gets me money for rent.
Yeah.
Doug is correct when he says that Ash would totally fuck him. I mean, I would too. How can you resist?
Exactly.
So apparently this guy, just by judging by what he's wearing, seems like one of the guys from the Solenate actually abandoned and left for, what's it called? Why am I blanking on the name? Sweetia.
Yeah.
So we actually have a traitor who joined us.
It's always funny to see people from completely different factions hop like all the way across the map in a different faction.
Oh yeah, you see weird shit sometimes, like just the weirdest bullshit happens. It's like when you're playing like Knights of Honor or something, and the game just decides, why is battle size set to 30? Yeah, set it to like 150. Yeah, start spawning the people like crazy. There we go. Ooh, music's a little loud now. There. I'm gonna let our dudes go up there and take care of this, because I think we outnumber this. I don't think taking this castle is gonna be too hard. What's the crouch button in this game again? Oh right, crouch wasn't added until Fire and Sword. Great.
Apparently, I think, which heroes do you have with you right now?
I cannot check right now. I have the horse archer guy, Bashir or whatever, and I have that Alien or whatever his name was.
Apparently Hernandez says his name is pronounced Alien.
Alien?
I guess. It sounds weird. But Hernandez is never wrong.
Or is he never right?
I don't know.
Wait, are we talking about Knight of Honor or Knight of Honor? I believe it was Knight of Honor. You're correct. Okay, we're definitely winning this siege. We've already got like half our army up the ramp.
Make sure to TAD for Brandon too, but he's not as important, so maybe you shouldn't.
Well, it's like I was saying on Brandon's stream yesterday when I was guesting on. I said, hey everybody, if you go TAD my TAD, then I'll TAD Brandon's TAD. Good exchange. Oh yeah, we slaughtered our way in here. They don't stand a chance.
Sieges are pretty fun. I just wish you could assault more than one wall.
Yeah. Don't know why I can't set up a ladder on the other side. Oh, we are slaughtering these guys. I feel like once you get inside the building, you should be able to open the gate.
Yeah, that would have been a good mechanic.
You
hear that, Mountain Blade devs?
Yeah, I know you're watching. Alright, we took the castle. We got a second man-at-arms. And our only casualty was one wounded recruit. Oh no!
Wow, you did really good.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we barely did anything. Really, it was the rest of the crew who did it.
The crew?
Yeah.
That's the name. That's the name of your
That's the name of the army.
We're the crew. We're the crew.
I believe it's the crew. Oh, we are going to fucking wreck this guy. Our entire army managed to catch one of the enemy counts. I'm moving in to help. It's 490 against 84. And luckily our battle formation here is fucking stupid. What? Look at this shit!
See
Really?
you, Retro.
Is this what our Marshal Dickwad or whatever his name is wants us to do? Is this our formation? See ya, Retra.
Let's see.